running in the woods alone instead. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Try to keep it up and standing tall. Why don't you stay, stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Stay, please stay, 'cause my heart really needs a man.
So before the sun actually comes up all the way, well, we've got some cool colour happening. I'm just going to do some handheld shots. I'm not sure what this is called. I think it's like, we'll just call it long exposure panning for now. So all I'm going to do, be nice and zoomed in, pick out a spot where there's some colour, hit my shutter, so I'm going to go for about 1 or 2 seconds I think, hit my shutter, and after I hit it, I'm just going to quickly pan through and get the colour, the textures in the clouds and some stuff happening in the actual waves here. Because it's kind of an abstract style, there's not really a right or wrong way of doing this. Just kind of cool. Bit of an oil painting type look, I guess. There's so many flies in there, like mosquitoes and flies and bugs everywhere. Oh my god. So I got here about an hour before the sun came up. But somehow that hour went by immediately. So I'm just going to see here, right where that sun's going to pop through in a second, if there's anything I can find reflection or texture-wise just here. It's actually starting to rain a little bit. So because I don't have anything solid as a foreground, like a rock or driftwood or anything like that, I'm just going to sort of try to make the most of the actual texture in the water and get something simple when the swell's getting swept out and a wave like this one is coming in. So when a set like this comes in, I just hold my shutter down. And that way I end up with so many different options later. So I can look through and see what I like the best. So I want to get some of the texture like in the ripples and the white water as they happen. So it's just about finding that sweet spot in the shutter. ISO 160, half a second, wet feet. So then filter-wise, I'm only using my polarizer at the moment. So I don't want that super long exposure, but the polarizer will take a little bit of the edge off. And that may drop it down to, yeah, about that half a second or so sweet spot that I'm looking for right now. Try getting a little lower.
But everywhere I turn, some hearts will break. Something, someone will end up getting hurt again. There's no need to play pretend. Why don't you stay, stay, 'cause I could really...
So I've had a bit more of a wander around up and down this little section of the beach. There's not too much going on at ground level really that's piquing my interest. So I'm going to ditch my wide angle lens, put on I think my 18 to 105, and then out that way where the sky's about to light up again, just zoom in around there, see if I can get some maybe breaking waves that are happening out a little bit further out. Sort of do something with that. So ever since I bought the wide angle lens, this lens here, the 18 to 105, I have totally neglected. It used to be I would use it for absolutely everything, but then now I'm either doing wide or zoomed, so it doesn't get as much love as it used to. So I'm zoomed in all the way to 105. I've got that sun bursting through that little break in the clouds there, sitting right on my top third line. And then in the bottom of my frame, you can still see some waves sort of jumping around. So I'm just going to dial in my settings. I'm going to drop my ISO all the way back down to 100. Go F9 I think, so I don't need to be too worried about a wide depth of field because there's not too much going on depth-wise really. And I've still got my polarizer on, so I'm just going to spin that a little bit. Because I'm shooting right at the sun, it does get glary. And just spinning that polarizer can take a little bit of the edge off the glare. It's coming out alright, but I almost need a decent wave to break. The waves are all breaking super close to shore right now. So I might get a little bit lower here and try to get those waves a little bit higher in the frame. So I've basically got everything wave-wise happening around the bottom third. and then the top 2/3 are pretty much the sky going on. I've kind of got 3 layers in the shot in that regard. I've got the dark waves happening, that golden break in the clouds, and then the thicker, those thicker dark clouds right at the top. Okay, my tripod is at maximum lowness, and I can't see what's happening anymore. I'm sort of losing the sun now. Because of this angle, and I don't have a flippy screen or anything, it's hard to actually see what's going on down here without getting covered in sand. Cool. Hopefully 1 or 2 of those worked at least.
Why don't you stay? Oh, stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Why don't you stay? Please stay, 'cause my heart really needs a man.
So I think they came out okay. It's a funny morning, so that sunrise happened. There was not many clouds happening up above. And then now a huge bank of clouds has just rolled over. Which is good and bad. Bad because the light sort of ended with that. But good because what light there is nice and soft. I can still have a bit more time to wander around this morning. Find a comp or 2 and see what looks good. So I'm going to do that. Have a little bit more of a wander down the beach, and then I'll see how we go from there. Hopefully you can hear me alright. I'm filming this on the GoPro, so I had to put all my gear away. Right as I finished that last clip, I was putting my bag down getting ready to get the drone out. The sky went completely dark, as you can see overhead, and thunder and lightning started happening. I'm a bit annoyed that I'm retreating back to the car, but there's lightning happening, so I'm getting out of here. So I've made it back to the car. I just watched that clip back that I was recording on the beach on the way out. I didn't realise how close that lightning was, so I am glad to be out of there safely. The video was cut shorter than I was hoping. So quickly that sky just completely changed and a storm rolled in. So thanks as always guys for coming around and joining me on this one. 2022 calendars are still available on my website, which if you want to take a look or grab one, that'd be awesome. If not, that's cool too. I'm gonna hit the road and hopefully avoid the storm and get out of here. Thanks guys, I'll see you soon.